Alright you guys, here's a little update video in case you're wondering what we've been up to lately. Alright you guys, so you've been wondering what we've been up to? Well, I'm going to try to show you here. Our driveway is kind of bare. Yeah. I don't know if you can see behind me. It's kind of hard to do this with a selfie. But yeah, driveway's kind of bare. Well, for one thing, Ron's at work. He's always working. He likes to work. So he took his van to work and I sold mine. Yep, that's right. Sorry guys, I had to sell my van. And it's because we had too many projects and we weren't using it, and my van was just sitting there rotting in the driveway. So I basically adopted it out to a really nice couple. And hopefully they're going to have some really good adventures in it. They're very big fans of people on YouTube, and so they were very happy that they got a YouTube famous van. My van's not that famous, but my hillbilly van build video gets a lot of hits even still, and it's the 4th video I ever put out, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, and one of the other reasons why we sold the van was because we needed solar for the house. We're trying to not be off grid, but be prepared if something does happen to the grid, because it does all the time here where we live. They shut the power off all the time because of fire danger, and so we just want to make sure our refrigerators and a couple of lights will work, and eventually we'll probably get the hot water heater online with that too. I got 6 330 watt panels, I think they were. Yeah, and so that's almost 2,000 watts of solar, so that's going to be way more than enough for the project that we're doing. Eventually we will probably get more solar just for like the garage, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to hook the well up to solar as well, because that was a huge issue the last few times we had no power. Even with our generator, we would have to like turn the hot water heater off just so that we could pump water, because it wouldn't pump the water. So yeah, so that's one of the major reasons we needed to kind of do some other projects on the house, and so that was pushing the van remodel back. And then something really cool happened. We ended up getting another van. Yeah, that's right guys, we got another van. So I'm going to show you. Let's check it out. Okay, so here it is. It's like a little minivan. I think it's like a 2000 Dodge minivan, and it's nothing really special. It's really cute. The cool thing about it though is it's a 4-cylinder and it gets really good gas mileage. And yeah, we basically got it for a song, let's just put it that way. And of course the paint is fading because it's old. And it's blue, which is kind of like, oh, okay, it's going to be a little hot inside there in the summer, but you know, it's going to be good for trips when, you know, we can't afford the gas. So, and we're just going to set it up as a sleeper. Here, let me show you. It's got like the double slider doors, which is really cool. I always liked that about some of the minivans. I always thought it was pretty cool to have like sliders on either side. And of course you can see that it's got the 2 rows of seating in the back, so we're gonna have to remove those. They come out pretty fast, which is really cool about minivans. You guys that own them probably already know this, but you can take the seats out really easy and then just do what you want inside. We're gonna do like, I think, a minimal build though, because like I said, this is just gonna be for you know, emergencies, or when we just think the gas is like too expensive. Like right now it's almost $5 a gallon. It cost us $71 just to fill up this tank, and it's a little tank. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna have this for you know, basically short trips, and we'll, you know, if we go on a really long trip, we have the other van. And it's pretty nice inside. I mean, for how old it is, it's really clean. I mean, whoever had it took pretty good care of it. And it's got a lot of miles on it, but so what, you know? And Ron's a mechanic, and he said that even with all the miles it has on it, it still runs really well. And so we're just going to play with it and use it. And then if it dies, it dies, you know, so what? And so that's that. So that's another reason why my van isn't here, because we got another van. So we don't need 3 vans. You know, we love vans, but we don't need 3 vans. Okay, and some other cool stuff we've been doing is we've been doing ceramics. And we've been doing some crazy stuff like, well, don't try this at home. We've been firing it in the wood stove. Homemade hillbilly kiln. That is so cool. And I've been doing ceramics my whole life, and well, it's totally against the rules to do that, but it works if you have low fire clay. Anybody that knows ceramics understands what low fire means. It means that the temperature doesn't have to be very high to make the clay turn into ceramic. So we've been doing that in the wood stove, and it's been fun and great. But one of our friends, who's also one of my old professors, gave us a kiln. Check it out. It's pretty dang cool. Almost looks professional.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
This one of these things.
Yeah, this might not work. Guess we're gonna find out.
You're gonna have to help.
All right. So what do I need to do? Oh,
No.
I gotta turn that thing down there on. Oh, there it goes. Woo, it works.
Is that gonna be the kind of flame you want?
I guess it's just a raku kiln, so.
Feels hot.
Yeah, it's getting hot. And these bricks will insulate it, so. Yeah, this is just like parts from a bunch of stuff, so, you know, we'll just have to keep playing with it and see what works. Don't try this at home, guys. Does that turn it up or down or something?
Looks
Or?
like an air. That's like an air adjustment.
That's kind of cool.
It's like a barbecue. You have to adjust the flame. Not working that good, but that'll cook pottery.
Yeah, it'll definitely cook pottery. I wonder why it's so yellow. Just because it's so big, maybe?
Yes.
It's crazy.
With the lid on, we'll probably have to crack that open to get more oxygen in there.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's gonna, see all the black stuff coming off the flame? That's gonna definitely affect the pottery. That's okay.
Yeah, you'll have to adjust it. Just needs more oxygen.
Pretty cool. Well, hopefully I can make some cool stuff in here. But yeah, this is just an old electric kiln that somebody was going to turn into a raku kiln anyway. And we just finished the job. There's like various parts and pieces that we just put together. Well, Ron put together.
We just need longer hose to get the tank away from it.
Yeah, we don't want the tank that close, but just to test it out to make sure it works, this is okay. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I mean, for barely any money, I can possibly fire some pottery in here. Yeah. And as you can see behind me here, right there, I have been making soap on top of everything else and skincare products because, well, I always have to. My skin doesn't like yucky stuff from the store, and so for over 20 years now I've been making my own soap and skincare products. Lucky for me, they last quite a while when I make them, so I don't have to make them very often. But recently I just got the idea just to be entrepreneurial, and I am going to hopefully try to sell them, which I have done in the past, so we'll see. But let me show you what they look like right now. Okay, these are my soaps, and I just recently got some new molds that are really cute that have like the little sunflower motif on them. This is for the kind of soap that I actually put calendula in. I typically make olive oil soap that's just plain with nothing in it, but I think that some people would enjoy having at least some sort of skin enhancing product in their soap. So to tell them apart, I decided to make the ones with the calendula flowers in them look like little flowers, and then the other ones are going to be plain. That is a jar of my homemade dry skin salve, and all of these things are going to be having better labels on them. That was just one that was left over from Christmas that I made as a Christmas gift, and I have been using it myself. It's actually really good. It's made out of all animal products except for a few botanicals here and there in them. And later on I will probably give you guys some details on that, but I don't find that skin salves that are made out of plants work too well for me, and so I just stopped making them. I put plants in them, but I don't make the base out of plant products. I like to use like beef tallow and things like that to make my skin salves, because for me they work a lot better. But as far as soap goes, any kind of like olive oil or plant-based oils or even tallows work great. So yeah, that's another thing I've been doing. So look for that video coming up pretty soon of me trying to show you guys how to make soap. I'm sure there's lots of other soap making videos out there that are better than mine, but I want to show you guys how I do it. Yeah, so as you guys can see, we've been really busy. And if you guys want to see how I make my salve, I already have a video out there that I put up like almost a couple years ago now. And I will try to put it somewhere up in here, so you guys, if you want to click on it right now, you can. It's actually a pretty fun video to watch. A lot of people enjoyed it. So I probably won't be making another video like that. I might, I don't know. It just depends on how much you guys like the soap making video. You guys got to tell me in the comments if you like this stuff or not. I don't know. I mean, my channel has changed so much and everything's different that I'm basically, it seems like I'm starting all over. So I don't really have too many people that comment on stuff. So I don't really know if you guys are liking it or not. But yeah, if you want to see how I make salve, then yeah, that video is out there, and just you can watch it. I'll put it also in the playlist too at the end if you want to click on that. And if I can figure out how to do the link in the show notes, I might do that too. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm still learning. YouTube's like a learning thing. You learn new stuff all the time, no matter how long you do it. But yeah, so we've been really busy. So yeah, so my van was just sitting there, and it was sad. It made me sad every time I looked at it. I just didn't want to let it sit there and just, rot away. So, yeah, and this other little van, it gets such good gas mileage, and it's so easy to drive that we'll be using it every single day. I mean, I've been driving it all over the place already. So, it's just going to be a daily driver, and it will be a mini camper van eventually when we get all that stuff taken care of too. And I have so much stuff left over from building my other van, and we have so much bug out equipment between the two of us that we have enough to probably do 2 more vehicles just between the two of us anyway. We'll probably have to buy a few things, but we have a start for another couple vehicles worth of projects between the two of us. So it's not going to be a big deal. It's just going to be us finding the time to do it, and we'll do it. And like I said, I have been wanting for, like, even when I was still living in my van, to do the Toyota 4-wheel drive project. So I'll be taking you guys with me on that too, and just like Sarah Tree style, man, this stuff is going to be pretty low budget. I think that all this like modified really killer stuff out there is awesome, but really, like, in the real world, for most of us, even if we have the money, do we really want to spend that much money on something we don't really live in? It's just like a friend of mine and I were talking about recently. You don't really live in your vehicle, you live out of your vehicle. And especially if you're doing it part-time, like a lot of us are doing. So, really don't spend all your money on that. Spend your money on traveling, or getting the type of vehicle that you want that's in really good condition. Don't spend it on the build. You don't need that big expensive build. Make sure if you're out there full time, make sure that you have the best and the soundest vehicle for whatever your needs are, and then just kind of cheap out on the build. Unless you're just going to buy an RV, and then just make sure the RV is in good shape. That's my biggest thing to tell any of you guys if you're going to get started in any kind of like camping situation, van life, full-time or part-time. So yeah, but that's what's been going on with us. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments, and yeah, if you just like and subscribe, thumbs up, all that good YouTube-y stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, thanks a lot, guys. All right, bye.